Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, no. Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the Alluvian, though.
The Alluvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elve'nan. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the Fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
I could listen to you ramble all day.
Oh, well, same to you. Not that you ramble, you should talk more. I mean, you talk plenty. Just the right amount. Ideal talking. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Dirthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Inrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
Did Biago ever consult with you before sending you on a contract?
Viago would barely tell me what the job was beforehand. But I'm not the demon of Virantium.
Katerina was First Talon. You don't refuse a contract from the First Talon. Not if you're smart. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say you picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
We should know. Is there anything in particular that upsets Spite?
Not getting his way. Getting his way and not liking the outcome.
Sounds like a child.
Have you seen a child when they realize they don't control the world? Except Spite's anger has real power behind it. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
I keep the crows well stocked. You're welcome to it. See you again.
Hello, Air. How goes the training?
It is good to see you back in the Diamond. Your influence on Viago does not go unnoticed. He might not state it as frankly, but you know as well as I that crows are more aligned than they often appear to outsiders.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
You're a crow. And a deriva. You're expected. Forgive Thea. You know how she gets when a contract is delayed.
You're apologizing for her. Strange days.
On that, we would agree, and perhaps more.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. We all know assassination is not really about killing. It's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
We crows are all the army Antiva has, but it's not like we can field a garrison. Outside support?
The king would say to call on us. The price for being patriots.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
So we send a message from the crows. What's our first step?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Help a fellow crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Over we go.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking inventory. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Enjoy it. Everyone in Treviso has a right to the streets. King, crow, or commoner.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Almost feels like home.
Cafe later? Good night, Bert.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
Watch! We are found! Attack!
Don't worry, it's here in Vialgo centers.
You're with Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Anton! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left! Got them! Got us at range! Snipers! Now's your chance! I'm ready. Let's go. Rat range.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Tyr and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I've spotted them around the city. I think there's one nearby on the walls.
Let's go look. That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
Here's another crow mark. Our next crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Carmec.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antom brought in a Carmec master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further.
So?
Maybe my aunt would take me in.
Please, go on. So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
out! Quick! Takes that one. Beat the odds there.
We need to close in.
Got us from a distance. Time to finish it. Nice move.
They're down.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Those who do not obey have no role. They do not exist. Choose to exist.
Trouble ahead. You cannot forbid the crows!
can smell you, an outsider. Time to test my gift. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, the fight the butcher denied has come to me! Prove my word!
Crows are here to end your threat, poisoner.
Poison? No. You face the gift of the gods!
Let's finish this!
Give! Butcher fool!
You thought was blighted like this?
We'll ask questions after it's dead.
To the right.
Keep at it! We can't let this thing out. Damn. Rook failed.
On the job.
I think we just about got it!
Can you tell, or are you guessing?
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Good riddance.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Karmic. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not! I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroad.
deeper currents.
That scent. I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Ducktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves. The Arm, here?
I'll make these quick. Let's end this. End it now. On it. Got to move.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Arm. Stay alert.